Have you ever heard of Juana Galen? If not, you're about to meet one of history's most unexpectedly fierce heroes. Picture this! It's June 6th, 1808. Napoleon's formidable army is marching through Spain, and they've just reached the small town of Valdep. The local men have been fighting hard, but they're outnumbered, outgunned, and falling back. The French dragoons, confident and ruthless, are about to storm the town. It looks like all is lost, but they didn't count on Juana. She wasn't a soldier. She was a 20-year-old woman working in a tavern right in the thick of the fighting. As the Spanish defenders retreated past her doorway, she saw the French cavalry charging forward. Did she run? Did she hide? Not that chancy. Instead, Juana stepped out into the street, armed with nothing but a cast-iron cooking pot and a club. As the French soldiers tried to force their way into the town, she stood her ground, blocking the street. Imagine the scene. Heavily armed soldiers on horseback, bearing down on a single woman. But Juana was a force of nature. Eyewitnesses said she was the calmest person there. With incredible strength and courage, she used her club to knock soldiers off their horses, one by one. She didn't just defend. She went on the offensive, creating a one-woman roadblock. Her sheer audacity was electrifying. Other women, inspired by her bravery, poured out of their houses. They began throwing boiling water, hot oil, and anything they could find from their windows down onto the invading soldiers. What Juana did in that moment was more than just an act of defiance. It was a turning point. Her stand in the middle of the street completely halted the French cavalry's advance. The narrow streets of Valdepenas became a death trap for the invaders, who were not prepared for such ferocious, unconventional resistance from civilians, especially the women. The fighting was brutal, but the townspeople, led by Juana's example, refused to yield. This single act of incredible courage by a tavern keeper had massive consequences. The French were forced to negotiate a truce and ultimately abandoned their attempt to conquer the region through that route. The Battle of Valdepenas became a legendary symbol of Spanish resistance, and Juana Galan. She became known as La Galan, a national hero. She proved that you don't need a uniform or a fancy weapon to be a warrior. Sometimes all you need is a cast-iron pot, a whole lot of courage, and the will to protect your... Her story reminds us that heroes can come from anywhere, and sometimes the calmest person in the chaos is the most dangerous one of all. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories from history.